everyone! Welcome to Tokyo Talk. I'm Mai, and today we're exploring the word verdict.
And I'm Jack. Today's word has so many uses beyond just courtrooms. Can't wait to deliver my verdict on this fascinating term.
When Jack says deliver my verdict, he means sharing his final opinion or judgment. Verdict originally refers to a decision made by a jury in court.
Exactly. The primary meaning is a legal decision, but we use it so much more broadly now. It's like when I attended that Idol concert last weekend. Fans were giving their verdicts online afterward.
That's a great example. In restaurants, I often hear people giving their verdicts on new seasonal dishes. The final judgment after trying something is the verdict.
I notice it's super popular on social media too. People post reviews with my verdict on this product or use hashtags like #FinalVerdict when sharing opinions on movies or trends.
When Jack mentions hashtags like #FinalVerdict, he's referring to how people label their definitive opinions on social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram.
Right. And there's even a trend of verdict videos on TikTok where creators give their final assessment of products after testing them for a week or month.
Now let's explore some synonyms for verdict. Jack, what words might people confuse with verdict?
Great question. One common synonym is judgment, which can be used in many similar contexts, but has broader applications beyond final decisions.
That's right. While a verdict is specifically a final decision or conclusion, judgment can refer to the entire process of forming an opinion, like judging the texture of tofu while cooking.
Exactly. Another synonym is ruling, but that's much more formal and usually refers to official decisions by authorities or judges in specific cases.
I'd compare it to restaurant critics. A food critic's verdict on a new ramen shop is their final conclusion, while their ruling would sound too formal and official for a restaurant review.
Then there's opinion, which is much more personal and subjective. When I share my opinion on my favorite idol group's performance, it's not as definitive as delivering a verdict.
Great point. Opinions can be casual initial thoughts, while a verdict implies you've considered all aspects before making your final judgment, like tasting all ingredients in a dish before giving your verdict.
Another synonym is conclusion, but that can refer to any endpoint or final part, not necessarily a judgment. My trip to Hokkaido came to its conclusion, but that's not a verdict.
Perfect example. In cooking terms, the conclusion of a recipe is simply the final step, but the verdict on a dish is the assessment of how it tastes after trying it.
Don't forget assessment. It's similar, but often focuses more on the evaluation process rather than the final decision. Teachers make assessments of students throughout the semester.
That's true. In the culinary world, chefs constantly make assessments while cooking, but the diner's verdict comes only after tasting the completed dish. The timing difference is important.
Absolutely. And now what about some antonyms? The opposite of a verdict might be indecision or uncertainty, when you can't reach a final judgment.
Exactly. If a food critic says the verdict is still out on this restaurant, it means they haven't formed a final opinion yet. They need more information before deciding.
Let's review some key expressions with verdict. One common phrase is, the jury is still out, meaning no final decision has been reached yet on something important.
Another useful expression is, what's your verdict? A way to ask for someone's final opinion after they've tried something new, like a special seasonal dessert or restaurant.
I often hear the verdict is in when a final decision or consensus has been reached. Like when my students vote on their favorite English activity, I'll announce, the verdict is in.
And on social media, people often post verdict approved or verdict skip it when reviewing products, movies, or restaurants. It's a concise way to share final judgments.
Now it's time for our quiz. Let's test what we've learned about the word verdict today.
Great idea, Jack. Let's give our listeners a chance to practice what they've learned.